All right, guys, it's Saturday. Specials for me, buddy. Specials for me, buddy. Anyway, I tried to upload a video, and for some reason, I produced it in Power Director like always. There's 3 different clips, but every time I go to upload it, even though it says before the upload that it's 18 minutes and 21 seconds, it will only upload the first 45 seconds, and that's it. The rest of it is unavailable. I don't know what the problem is. So I'm going to remake it here for you now as we're walking on our way to Sacha. I actually made it a couple days ago. But nothing to be alarmed about. I'm sure it'll be all right. We're getting some cooler weather here. Hello. I'm being shot with a water gun. But yeah, we got to drop off. We got some blankets and stuff we're going to drop off. It looks like we're getting some cooler weather here over the next couple weeks, maybe. Should be as low as 16 degrees Celsius at night and only as high as 25 degrees Celsius during the day. Now in Fahrenheit terms, that's about 60 degrees at night, and I'm thinking around 74 degrees Fahrenheit during the day, which I know doesn't sound to you, probably depending on where you're from, that doesn't sound too cool. But for here, that is pretty cool, since the average temperature at night is about 74, 73, that kind of thing, and anywhere from 80 to 100 degrees Fahrenheit during the day. So yeah, a little cooling off period. Should feel nice. Sit down by the river at night. 16 degrees Celsius, nice breeze. It'll feel pretty good. The question I had that I was trying to answer in my last video that I can't upload was about dress codes for men who are coming here to teach. Somebody wanted to know what is going to be required, what they should bring, and so I'll give you my experience and what I found out here since I've been here. First thing is, there is no standard universal dress code for male teachers in Cambodia. Most of the time it's standard khakis, dress shoes, and either a button-up long sleeve shirt, or some schools have their own uniform tops they want you to wear, such as the case of the school I'm at right now for the time being. Their uniform is a pullover, the kind with the 2 buttons in the front and the collar, short sleeve. It's got their name embroidered on both the front and the back, the name of the school. That's our required uniform. Some schools don't have uniforms, and a polo type shirt would be acceptable. There are some schools where you can wear blue jeans as long as they're not ripped, torn, shredded, or anything like that, as long as they're nice and pressed with a nice dress shirt. I overpacked when I came here. As I found out, I didn't know what was going to be available to me in my size, that kind of thing. But I will say this: you will not have a problem finding your size dress shirts or dress clothes here. Hello!
Hello!
You will not have a problem finding your size here. Really affordable too. The better you negotiate, the cheaper the prices will be, of course. I brung with me, personally, I brung 5 button-up long-sleeve dress shirts, 4 ties of different colors, and 3 pairs of khakis. I did not bring dress shoes. I bought them after I got over here. But you might want to bring yours. They're going to be about the same price, is what I'm saying. Shoes, I found out, about the same price. Most of the time. But I bought way too much because the only time you really need a tie, and I would advise bringing over a couple, is for the job interviews and when you're going to drop off your CVs and things. When you do that, you want to look as nice as possible. You want to wear dress pants. Khakis are fine. Like I said, a nice long sleeve button-up shirt, black socks, standard basic dress black shoes. And you want to look good for your interview. Show them that you're taking it seriously, that you took the effort to clean up as much as possible because you want the job. But really, looking back, if I knew then what I know now, I would have brung 2 dress shirts and 1 tie, maybe 2, depending on what color your shirts are, how coordinated you want to be with that color thing, and 1 good pair of khakis will do it at first. And then that gives you the option, because if you go to a school that has a uniform top, or go to a school that will allow you to wear pullovers, you know, the polo type shirts that go over your head, then you don't need a whole lot of dress clothes. I've never worn a couple of my dress shirts. I haven't needed them. I packed too much. And the pants also. Of course, you're going to need khakis. If you're going to bring anything, bring dress pants. You'll probably, most likely, need those no matter which school you get a job at. There are some schools that will allow you to wear tennis shoes. The school I'm currently at does not mind me wearing tennis shoes. Instead of having to stand up, hey! Instead of having me stand up for 6 hours in dress shoes, hey, you guys play nice. Play nice. All right. Hey! Hey! This is what happens when he follows me. He comes on here and causes trouble. But anyway, the dress shoes, definitely bring a pair of dress shoes. Mine cost 20 bucks. Standard, basic, pretty good quality. They will last me. But if you can get them for the same or cheaper back home, buy them there, bring them with you. Standard black dress socks. Nothing fancy. Just black dress socks. I lost my train of thought. Got this stupid dog running around causing trouble, running back and forth across the street in front of traffic. But yeah, I packed too much when I left. Don't make the same mistake. Save your luggage space and your luggage weight for other things. Because you can buy all your dress clothes here. You can buy them fairly inexpensively. When I bought mine, what I did was go to all these department stores. They were having clearance sales, and bought them off the rack at the lowest prices I could, $5 or $6 per shirt, brand new, right out of the stores. So I got a pretty good deal. But so far, I haven't had to wear them all. Also the ties, I brought 4 ties with me. I've only wore 2. And so far I have not had a job where a tie was required. A lot of schools do not require you to wear a tie, but that doesn't mean you should just forget about them entirely. There are schools that I know of, or that I've heard of, I should say, that will require you to wear a tie if you're a man. So, you do want to bring a couple of those, bring a couple of button-up long sleeve dress shirts, a couple ties, a couple pairs, or at least 1 good pair of khakis, dress shoes, dress socks. And you'll be all set for the first part of teaching, which is of course getting the job, going around to different schools, looking nice. When you get an interview, of course, same thing. Look as nice as you can. Take a tuk-tuk to your interviews. You don't want to walk in after walking around in 80 to 100 degree heat with sweat stains all over your face, your hair all matted. Try to look as nice and fresh as possible when you go in for an interview. And I also bought, before I left, a package of 5 Hanes men's white t-shirts to wear underneath my dress clothes. Because of the heat, when you do sweat, at least the t-shirt will soak up most of the sweat, so you don't have these horrendous pit stains on your dress clothes that everybody can see as soon as you raise your arm to write something on the board. You don't want that to be a distraction. So that's my recommendation for a male coming over here to teach, and what you should bring. Really, it depends on the school entirely, what kind of dress codes they have. But I have yet to see a school that will allow you to teach in cargo shorts, a t-shirt, and flip-flops. So if that's what you're looking for, I would look elsewhere. I do want you to have a look of professionalism about you as much as possible. So that's about it for that question. My buddy Johan over there. What's up, man? How you doing? That dog's gonna be the death of me running in and out of traffic. All right, I will talk to you guys in the next one.